That's drummer Questlove and his band, The Roots. The Grammy-winning musician and DJ has done a lot during his pioneering career. Pioneer is a word. He's won 3 Grammys as a member of The Roots. He's been a producer for some of the biggest names in music, like Jay-Z, John Legend, to name a few. He's also won an Oscar for the documentary The Summer of Soul. Thank you very much. And now he's the author of a new book for young readers. It's called The Rhythm of Time. It's about a 7th grader named Raheem who travels back in time in 1997 and accidentally interferes with history. Questlove joins us now, live and in color in the studio.
Hey,
congratulations to you, because this is not your first book, but it's your first children's book.
Yeah,
it's your
my
first one.
children's book, yes.
And you said the character Raheem was inspired by your own childhood, growing up in Philly.
Yeah.
How so? Because in the book, Raheem's dad didn't want him to be a rapper, didn't really want him in music. Was that sort of your life when I was reading it?
You know, my own father, you know, when you're growing up in this time period, I think for a lot of black parents and for black people in general, like fight or flight and safety is the only thing that you're concerned with. Like, we're really not given a platform to dream or fantasize. So even doing this book was sort of me not dismissing that fact. But, you know, people think that I'm joking when I say that my dad didn't even know about The Roots until our second album.
How is that possible?
If you look on the front cover of our first album, there's no photo of us. You know, my father's plan was for me to go to either Juilliard or Curtis Music Institute. Like, you know, like Kate Blanchett was in Tar, like,
yeah.
That's the world he wanted for me, because he's thinking of safety and respectability and not, you know, what he thought rap music was.
Well, the father plays a very key role here. There are a lot of plot twists, and it involves about going back in time, which I also thought was interesting. But you said you wanted characters that normally aren't seen in children's books.
Yeah, you know, for a lot of us, especially even with any form of media, I often didn't see myself in those characters. So you would have to sort of vicariously imagine that you're Marty McFly, or like when you're watching Star Wars, pretend you're someone else than Lando Calrissian or whatever. So for starters, yeah, I wanted to write a book that I wish I got to read when I was 11. I'm a music nerd. Not to mention the idea of like what we call alt black kids.
Alt black kids.
Alt black kids. I mean, that's, you know, I walked.
Blurs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got teased for the way that I spoke English. You know, my mom was stylish, so I would wear like holes in my jeans and paint on my clothes, and I didn't look like the rest of the kids. My hair always was this big, and so I just wanted to write a book that has kids see themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
And you dedicated it to your 9-year-old self.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Tony, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, well, no, I have dumb questions.
No, but that's insane.
No question is a dumb question.
Yeah, there's no dumb question, but I love that you love Prince. And of course, we're looking back. Prince left us. This is the month.
Yeah.
He was had a profound impact on you, your life. Tell me about that. What was it like? What was your last memory of him?
You know what? One of my favorite memories of him was the day that The Roots started The Tonight Show. People weren't used to seeing us dressed in suits, and he just happened to be in town, and the second he saw me, he was like shocked, and he reached in his pocket, like, Prince has a wallet. And he pulls out a $50 bill, and
No,
like,
he
wait.
did not.
I said, are you tipping me for looking good? He's like, yeah, you look sharp. And I was like, is this $50 mine? Yeah, and then I framed that $50
nice.
inside my house.
So do you remember, here's my dumb question. You know, when Chris Rock was slapped at the Oscars, there was an award that was being handed out there. Do you remember who won that award?
Who won that award? Yeah, that was my award, yeah.
For a documentary, Summer of Love.
Summer of Soul.
Summer of
yes.
Soul, yeah.
People always say Summer. I'm just going to do a sequel for Summer of Love. That was a surreal night. But the thing is that when your name is being read in the nominations, you're not even concentrating on that. Like, no award I've ever been up for have I been clear and present for. Like, okay, where's my name? Like, literally, it's like, okay, remember the da-da, remember the da-da-da. And I remember saying to my mom, like, wait, are they allowed to curse like that? Like, I was distracted.
Yeah.
I wasn't distracted by what was happening because I wasn't even focusing. And we were so far back in the theater that
But you know what I remember Night, you won.
Yes.
You won. And
Yes.
Questlove, you are still winning. You are still winning.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Look for another best-selling author title for you. I said another feather in his cap.
I appreciate it.